SHAiR is a platform which takes expensive liabilities and turns them into cash-flowing, money-making assets. SHAiR's ultimate focus is to empower you to utilize new revenue streams, helping you become your own boss and achieve financial independence. Bianca is the CEO and founder of MotionExotics, a one-stop shop for premier, exclusive, luxury, and exotic car rentals. MotionExotics is located in Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Palm Beach, and Orlando. And now you can find her cars on the SHAiR platform.
Well, Miami is the perfect place for everything, especially if you're coming here on vacation. The feeling of getting out of the airport and taking off in your exotic is such a Miami thing. You could never get this anywhere else the same way, because as soon as you leave the airport, you have palm trees and you have beautiful weather and sun, and to experience it in an exotic is just a different feeling. MotionExotics started with just one Maserati. It was my partner's dream car, and he went ahead and bought it, and then we were like, well, how do we pay for it now? Because he lost his job. So he got the idea to start renting it, just like they were doing Airbnb, just like Airbnb started happening. And it was successful. So shortly after that, we scaled to more. We got 2 more cars. We went from 1 to 3, and then 3 to 7, and then 7 to 10. And now we're at over 50 cars. And our first year, we reached 6 figures, which was something very successful to do, because most people don't reach 6 figures in their own career, working their own 9 to 5. It takes them very long to reach that. So for us to have reached that in such a short amount of time, it was a very big accomplishment. And it's only been up from there. We live in a world where people are needing to go out and find different sources of income. And one very popular one was always Airbnb. But we use the same concept with our cars. It's just that for me, buying a $300,000 house, which is difficult to find in a Miami market, it's easier for me to buy a $300,000 car, $250,000 car that is going to make me the same amount. And it's a car that I'm going to continue to rent and rent and rent and rent, and the maintenance is not as much as a whole house would be. Therefore, it was a no-brainer, because my overhead, I can keep it low, and I can ride around in these luxurious cars, which will not only help me bring income, but also help me network and meet people. Joining forces with SHAiR was a must, because it provided the security for our cars, which exotic cars can range up to $250,000, and SHAiR is the only platform that allows that coverage. So it gives me peace of mind to conduct my business. And the reach for my business is expanded because of that. I don't have to stick to economy cars only or luxury cars only. I can go up to exotics and rent, knowing that my cars are covered and I'm making extra income from the exotics, because that's where I make the most money. Some people are worried about sharing their car. Obviously, they're like, oh, a stranger is gonna sit down in my car and use it and maybe scratch it and not tell me or damage it in some way. But the reality is that we're protected. Insurance covers all damage, and we never have to really worry about anything like that. We know that we're receiving quality drivers. Working with SHAiR has benefited us because we're not capped at the usual $150,000 for a car. We can go ahead and rent up to $250,000 cars, which is where I make all my money. That's where my profit comes. And that's the highest demand here in Miami, exotic cars. Combining forces with SHAiR is going to bring us to the next level that we were hoping. It just makes it simple. The platform makes it simple for us to do things like that, or for us to expand that quickly.
If you're in Miami, you have a car sitting in your driveway, and you're ready to link with a company interested in seeing everyone reach financial freedom, then all roads lead to SHAiR.